What if I told you that one of Disney's most beloved movies, Inside Out, actually hides a deeply disturbing truth? A truth about childhood, mental health, and even the nature of memory that most of us completely missed. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep, really deep, into Disney Pixar's Inside Out. We all remember laughing with joy, crying with sadness, and maybe even getting a little annoyed with anger, right? But beneath the surface of this seemingly innocent story about emotions, there's a layer of complexity and, dare I say, darkness that Disney experts and casual viewers alike have overlooked. We're going to unpack what those little choices, those subtle visual cues, and the very structure of Riley's mind actually mean. Stick around, because by the end of this, you might never look at Inside Out the same way again. So we're introduced to Riley's mind, run by 5 core emotions: joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust. Joy, our supposed protagonist, is convinced her sole mission is to keep Riley happy. Sounds healthy, right? But here's the thing. Joy is an unreliable narrator. She believes her way is the only way. She actively fights against sadness, seeing her as a malfunction, a glitch in the system. Think about it. From Joy's perspective, any negative emotion is a failure. But what does that actually teach Riley? It teaches her to suppress, to ignore, to push down feelings that are perfectly natural. This isn't just about a kids' movie. This is a commentary on how we, as a society, often deal with difficult emotions. We're taught to be happy, to look on the bright side, and anything less is seen as a problem. Have you ever felt pressured to just get over something sad? Yeah, me too. That's exactly what Joy is doing to Riley. Now, let's talk about sadness. Initially, she's portrayed as this clumsy, destructive force. Every time she touches a core memory, it turns blue, becoming a sad memory. Joy sees this as catastrophic. But what actually happens when sadness touches those memories? They become meaningful. They become relatable. They connect Riley to others. Remember that pivotal moment when Riley starts crying during the dinner scene with her parents? Joy is horrified. She thinks she's failed. But what was really happening? Sadness was allowing Riley to express her genuine feelings, and in doing so, she was able to connect with her parents, to get the support she desperately needed. This is the real power of sadness. It fosters empathy, it builds connection, and it signals vulnerability, which is crucial for healthy relationships. Here's the thing. Joy's goal is isolation. By trying to keep Riley happy all the time, she's inadvertently preventing Riley from forming deep, authentic connections that require shared vulnerability. The core memories are presented as these perfect golden orbs of happiness. They're the building blocks of Riley's personality. But let's get critical. Are these truly the most important memories? Or are they just the ones Joy prioritized? The film shows us that when sadness touches these core memories, they turn blue. But notice what happens. The essence of the memory isn't destroyed. The joy of scoring the winning goal is still there, but now it's tinged with the understanding of effort, maybe even the fear of losing the next game. It becomes a complete memory, not just a one-dimensional highlight reel. This suggests that our most formative experiences aren't just the peak highs, but the complex blend of emotions associated with them. A memory of winning, tainted by the struggle to get there, is arguably more valuable for growth than a purely happy, effortless one. It teaches resilience. What do you think? Are the happy core memories really the most important ones, or is it the mix that matters? Let me know in the comments below. Riley's personality is represented by these vibrant islands. Hockey Island, Goofball Island, Friendship Island. They're all built on the foundation of her core memories. But what happens when the foundation starts to shift? When sadness gets the upper hand and those golden memories turn blue, the islands begin to crumble. Joy panics, thinking this is the end. But again, is it really? Or is it a necessary deconstruction? When Riley is forced to confront her sadness, her entire sense of self, her identity, is shaken. This isn't a sign of mental breakdown in the movie's narrative, it's a sign of integration. It's the process of her acknowledging that her identity isn't just built on wins and laughter, but also on struggles, disappointments, and yes, sadness. The disturbing part? Joy's desperate attempt to prevent this integration. She's fighting against the natural, healthy process of emotional development. She's trying to keep Riley a child, frozen in a state of manufactured happiness, rather than allowing her to grow into a complex, emotionally resilient human being. Let's not forget the catalyst for all this: the move. Riley is clearly unhappy, even before sadness takes center stage. Her parents, trying to be positive, keep telling her it'll be great. They're essentially doing what Joy does, prioritizing happiness over acknowledging her real feelings. This mirrors real-life parenting and societal pressure. We often dismiss a child's unhappiness about a major change, telling them they should be happy, instead of validating their feelings of loss and fear. The movie subtly critiques this by showing how ineffective it is. Riley's sadness isn't fixed by platitudes. It needs to be felt, understood, and processed. Have you ever felt dismissed when you were sad about something? How did it make you feel? Share your experiences. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting and maybe a little disturbing. Joy's relentless pursuit of happiness, her manipulation of the control panel, her active suppression of sadness, could it be seen as a form of psychological control? Almost like a toxic positivity mandate within Riley's own mind? By the end, Joy realizes she needs sadness. But it's not a true acceptance. It's a surrender born out of desperation because her own strategy failed. She learns that all emotions are important. But was this lesson learned too late? Did Riley have to go through near total emotional collapse for Joy to understand this? Here's the thing. The movie frames this as a triumph of emotional intelligence. But if you look closer, it's a story about an emotion that tried to eliminate another essential emotion, causing immense damage before reluctantly accepting its necessity. That's a pretty heavy underlying message for a kids movie. When we watch Inside Out as adults, especially those who've struggled with mental health, the story takes on a different hue. Joy's frantic efforts to maintain control, her fear of negative feelings, her inability to process grief or sadness. Don't these mirror the internal battles of someone experiencing depression or anxiety? The abyss Riley and Joy fall into? That feels like the overwhelming despair of depression. The constant need to fix things, to force happiness, is the exhausting cycle of anxiety. The movie, perhaps unintentionally, provides a visual metaphor for these struggles. And the disturbing part is how Joy, the hero, initially exacerbates the problem by denying the validity of sadness. So Inside Out is more than just a cute story about emotions. It's a complex and, yes, sometimes disturbing look at how we process feelings, the danger of toxic positivity, and the vital importance of embracing all emotions, even the difficult ones. Joy's journey is a powerful lesson in emotional integration, but it's one that highlights how easily we can get it wrong, both in our own minds and in how we support others. What did you think of this deep dive? Did it change how you view Inside Out? Let me know your biggest takeaways in the comments. And if you enjoyed dissecting this movie with me, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the hidden meanings of your favorite films. We've got some wild ones coming up. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. It's been a pleasure diving into Riley's mind with you. Keep questioning, keep thinking, and I'll see you in the next video.